So jumping straight into it, we're gonna get started on the body work. And before I do any sanding, we got this piece of the frame a little bent. See the little kink, and then this right here is pushed forward. Also the seam is split, and this bracket is pushed in towards the frame. So what I did was I took off this light, and I'm using this side of the body as a reference. As you can see, there's no split, and this nut is visible, so the bracket is straight. And then back here, that whole bracket along the side right there is pretty much flush. So that's behind this section, and as you can see on this side, it's all crooked. So those are going to be the repairs we're going to do today. I don't want to pull the bumper off, but if it means getting that straight and making both sides look perfect, then I'll just go ahead and take off the whole front end. I might take off the headlights too, just to get more room, but for right now, I'm gonna use these extension punches and then some, body hammers and all that, just so I can start straightening out right here and see how far it could get me. Okay, so I already started taking off a couple bolts. There's 2 bolts right there that go through the inside that have 2 nuts and a bracket, which are those right there. So you unscrew those, and then these 2 bolts come out from there, and another one towards the front. So this whole section is free now, but now I gotta remove the headlight in order to have more clearance here, just so I could move it around and hopefully take off some clips over here, so I could just get the bumper shifted out and hopefully out of the way, so I could start working on this bent bracket. The whole headlight can come out with just 3 screws, so it's gonna be a 10 mil here, 10 mil up here, and 1 down here. And then this whole bracket should come out with the whole light assembly, and then we can just disconnect the lights. Okay, so the fog light, I don't know why, but it was so sticky or something. Like it's like they put glue on it or something. And then this one, the headlight, you just twist this plastic bracket and it comes out through here. But I noticed that the headlight's cracked right there, so it just wobbles around. It's pretty annoying. Okay, so here we got the what the inside of the driver's side headlight looks like. I'm gonna get all this cleaned up right now and then figure out how to pull the rest of that out right now. It does look like this bumper bracket is pretty smashed up in there, but I'm pretty sure I could bend it out enough to where it'll take shape. But I'm gonna scrub this down, get rid of some of the spider webs up in here, and continue. And just for reference, this is the side marker light, headlight, and then fog light harness. And then I'm gonna wipe that down so we can see what that says. So in here we have the air suspension fuse and 3 fan fuses. I believe it's for these, and most likely the fan clutch in there, but I would open that up, but this car doesn't have air suspension, so I'm not even gonna mess with it. I'm gonna start taking off these little tabs, and then I might just go ahead and take off the whole bumper, honestly. But if I could just take off these and slide the bumper a little bit more out, that'll be great, so I could just work on it with the bumper still on. So we'll see. All right, so pulled it out, and that screw was in the way of pretty much the little rivet right there, so it wasn't letting me pull the entire fender out. So what I ended up doing was pulling on this side really hard, and then it straightened it out somewhat, and then just with enough pressure I just ended up pulling it out. You can see it just bent the little hole right there for the bolt. But I'm gonna go get my puller, and then this is the bracket I was telling you about that's bent, so you can see through there. I'm gonna hook under it and then pull it forward to see if it could come out towards me. And right now that's pretty much where I need to pull it, because that's where the fender's naturally sitting. So I'm gonna hook up down here, pull it forward, and then see if I can line it up again. Okay, so here's the dent puller I have. It comes with everything you see there, and I got it from Eastwood. It is a 14-pound slide hammer, so it is going to be a little overkill, but I think one of these should do for the pull. I don't know which one I'm going to use, but once I figure out, it's probably going to end up being this one, because I want to hook. Hold on. Okay, so I slid it under through here. What I want to do is hook right up against this bracket. So I'm gonna put that bolt back in and then start giving it some pulls. See how far I can get it towards me. So there's the first pull, and like that, just went straight in. But see what I mean? It's not sliding out smoothly. I'm gonna need to get that out right now and then adjust it a little more before I start bolting everything back together. I do want to flatten this out back to flush and then work on that little pinch right here. So I might do a little more pulling and shape this back together. Okay, so get the seam back up, looking straight. This is sitting pretty spaced, but once it's bolted in, it should straighten out. Still working on this little pinch down here, so I need to knock it from the inside so it just flattens out. And then if you look here, and then I'm gonna show you the passenger side right now. It's looking pretty symmetrical. Obviously on that side, this bracket's gonna be pretty banged up still. And then, like I said, everything, oh, I can't even. Ooh. Everything right here, along that, where those two nuts are right there. It's supposed to be 90 degrees with the bumper. So right here. And on the other side, it's like in that way, but I'm doing my best. And then this support bracket, I'm gonna need to bolt it down. But yeah, so far, all I need to do is test fit the light to see if it fits. And then obviously this side is squared off, so there's nothing here to do. But I'm gonna need to bend back this a little bit, make it flush with this one, or if not, bump this one down, however it might go. And then just continue test fitting. I'm gonna see right now if this fits though. And there's the test fit of the light. All this is gonna, you know, bolt together and hold itself in place. All I'm gonna have to worry about is this little crease up in here. And I mean, the light, you know, with some pressure fits. It's only being rejected because this is still a little uneven, so I'm still working at it. I'm gonna fix this a little later because that's not the main issue right now. The main issue is just this lip right here. After that, we can start getting ready for this, and then, you know, start painting this thing. But obviously I'm gonna need to clean up like certain little stuff in here, and, you know, just basic cleanup. And then you might be wondering what this is, just the smeared paint. It looks more like this down here, but honestly, like, if the car is sprayed in that darker color, it's just gonna look way better. So I'm not tripping on it. But, you know, dent is for the most part out. Well, the hardest part was just the bracket. And it's crazy because just with the quick arrangement of the bracket, if you imagine that just bolted together, it's just that little kink, couple dent pulls, and should be straight again. So not too worried about that. So I just wanted to have the fender straight so I could have better fitment, and the car could look overall better. But we're gonna keep going at it, see how much longer it is gonna take. And you can tell this is the bottom paint, like this is top half is way lighter. But like I said, I'm gonna do that two-tone gray, so hopefully it looks way nicer. But yeah, I'm gonna keep working at that, and I'll do you guys soon. Alright, so the frame is straight finally, and all that's left is just the dent right there. I put a towel here with some epoxy in that piece right there because the lights are cracked from the bracket. As you can see, it's separated, and every time I drive at night, it literally just like illuminates 2 feet out in front of me. But as you can see, I'm trying to eliminate that. So hopefully I could glue this side too, stuff a towel up under there so it could keep it upright, and then just do the same thing as that. So I'm gonna pull this off right now too, and glue it, and hopefully by tomorrow they're you know, repaired or glued together enough to not break. I did stuff like to do a temporary fix. Pieces of a funnel I got from AutoZone. I was just cutting pieces off, and I mean, I used this to fill the coolant. So I mean, I had to cut it just so it could fit in there. So I was just stuffing these under the light so it could be upright, but obviously that's not a permanent fix. So hopefully this will help. If anything, I'll fill something in here so it could stay a little more stable so it won't break. But I'm gonna take that one off. I'm gonna leave the headlights off for tonight, and I'm just gonna put all the bolts, screws, and everything back together. So that should be it for this video. Hopefully tomorrow I get to start doing the body work on that, and then I'm potentially gonna pull the grill off. Another homie on the dirt bike. But I am gonna pull this grill off, and like I said, I have a rattle can somewhere of the paint for my truck. I think I have it in my, hold on. Yeah, so this is the paint for my truck. It's iridium metallic. I got 2 of these rattle cans, and that's gonna be for this grill. And like I said, so it's gonna be a 2-tone paint. This is gonna be the same color as my truck, and then everything from the chrome trim up is gonna be that new paint, and then everything from the chrome trim down, it's gonna be the gray color of my truck. So it's coming along, and pretty soon we're gonna get to sanding, painting. I am gonna pull this out from the bottom, this heat shield, just so I could get access to the little windshield sprayer jets. Pull those off, spray them, and then yeah, that's probably gonna be it for the video, guys. See you guys tomorrow for body work. Oh, there he is. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. See you tomorrow.